It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
Thanks for joining us, my friends. Back in 1963, Governor William Scranton did something that I think revolutionized the educational system in the state of Pennsylvania, for that matter, probably all over the United States. In 1963, he established the Community College Act. And what does that mean to us, all the viewers? It means a lot. And we're going to find out how much this really means to us. We have Tom Leary, who is the president of LCC, Luzerne County Community College. Started in 1975. I was chairman of the personnel at that time. And I was chairman of the board. And remember when his name came up, we said, no, we don't want this guy. Well, only kidding. He is doing a great job. He became president in 2007. Since then, as you know, community college has just been exploding in different areas. One of the things that we factored with the colleges, Luzerne County Community College, and why the Community College Act was established is the need for training for trades and industries and businesses. So when the need is there, let's train them to fit that need. And that's the whole purpose of Luzerne County Community College, was to fit the needs of the community. That's how it helps us. And it helps us keeping our people here in our areas. And so, Tom, thanks for coming on the show again.
Sam, I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's like when you come on, it's always like I reminisce, the old times and what we did and how we, build a college, etc. It was
long-time friendship, Sam.
Yeah, it really is. And we've lost a lot of good friends over the day.
We
all
have.
the time,
Yes.
A lot of great times. I mentioned how this act was started in 1963 by Governor Scranton. At that first class was about 836 from what I see, October 2nd, 1967, and then from that it just exploded. So getting to the variety of programs, and I mentioned about meeting the needs of the areas. Okay, yes. How do we view that now? How do we look at the businesses and trades, etc., before we get into some specifics of what's going on now?
Well, Sam, first of all, we're the largest college in northeastern Pennsylvania, so we serve more citizens of this region than any other college or university. And basically, our mission is really about affordable, accessible education. And it's primed to deliver to the region's needs. So when we think about the college, there are basically a couple of components. Number one, there are students who come to us who want to complete an associate degree and transfer to a four-year college university. We have programs in place and agreements with many institutions where you can come to us and transfer all of your credits and go to a four-year college or university and receive scholarships at those institutions to reduce your cost. Secondly, we have areas in health sciences that delivers the need in nursing, respiratory therapy, dental hygiene, surgical technology, EMT. And then we have our technical career programs that are really geared for hands-on training, whether it be short-term, certificate, 6 months, degree programs whereby you can come to the college, go into plumbing and heating, into electronics, into automotive, diesel welding, a whole host of programs that really center on what you just described, Sam. That is getting people ready for work immediately. And I think particularly during this situation that we're in right now, over the last 3 months, many individuals are probably looking to how can I get retrained? How can I have an opportunity to get a new job? And this is the time, I would really emphasize, this is the time to come to college and start your education. We have a program in place that if you have lost your full-time job in the last year, you can come to the college and receive tuition-free, full-time, tuition-free for 1 semester that can get you started. So I encourage people who are out there in the community right now that are thinking, should I change jobs or do I need to be retrained? Look to Luzerne County Community College because that's what we do best.
The interesting thing about the courses, and they've expanded immensely. Excuse me. I remember when we started the nursing program.
Yes.
Okay, and of course the culinary arts is outstanding.
Yes.
Okay, and still is.
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
And how that gap was filled and we were jammed with applicants, if you recall, when the nursing program started. Now, friends, I'm encouraging you to go to their website. You go to their website, you're going to see all of the courses, you're going to see everything in detail, and a lot that may spark your interest. No age difference here, okay? We talked about this before. There could be a person that's 55, 60 years old who, just wants to do something. And what do you say to those people?
Our average age is 28. So we have individuals, obviously thousands, who come out of high school at 18 and they're coming to us. But then we have individuals in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s going into programs. I mean, think about the workforce today. Most people are going to work until they're 65 to 70 years of age. So if you're 35 years old and you're thinking about a change of career, you're looking at the next 30 years of your life. I mean, you should find something that you're really interested in doing. We just released our fall schedule on Monday, June 15th. We revamped the entire schedule. And basically we did it with the intention that 80% of our classes are going to be in the classroom, both at the main campus and at all of our centers, including Hazleton. Our second summer session starts on July 6th. So if you want to get started with a course or two, get a feel for getting acclimated to college education, I would encourage you to look at our schedule for starting on July 6th, and you can look at it today by, as you mentioned, going on our website. And we'll sit down with you. We'll give you some advice and direction on what we have to offer and get you started in college. We've done, as I mentioned earlier, we've done our space reconfiguration at Hazleton and at the campus in Nanticoke. We've expanded our classrooms so that we have social distancing. We're going to allow for our students to come in and engage with our faculty and get an education starting on August the 31st for the fall term. I would think that this is the time. And if you're thinking about, let's think about those who were thinking about going away. You graduated from high school, then this pandemic hit. It has had such an incredible impact on families. And you're thinking, well, maybe I better not go away right now. Maybe I better stay home. But I'll take a year off. I would encourage you, don't take that year off. Look at Luzerne County Community College, the most affordable tuition among colleges and universities across the state. Look at programs where you can come to us, take some credits, get your first year. And if you decide, and I think many are going to say, I'm going to stay here and finish my degree, but even if you decide at the end of the year, I'm going to transfer, you can do that. So there's a lot of opportunities, as you mentioned, with age groups. Number one, you're graduating from high school, come to us, get your foundation, complete some courses, transfer when you're ready. Secondly, if you're 35 years old, you're looking for a change of career, we're there. We have over 100 programs to serve you. And third, you can do it at a very, very reasonable cost. 70% of our students get financial aid, so most of that cost for many is offset by financial aid as well.
Thomas, one of the things that when I was there on the college board is who do you surround yourself with to get information from? Because when you come out with different courses and you come out with needs, etc., you need to have input.
Yep.
And you need to have input from people that are credible, okay? And all kinds of, because one time, one of the college presidents told me, I won't tell you who it was, he told me, he says, nobody has a monopoly on ideas.
Right.
Okay? And you can get, so when you come out with a specific course, or you're coming out with different meetings and different, you're telling me today that you'll be meeting with students and getting input, which I think is fantastic, okay? How do you, give me behind the scenes as to what you guys do in terms of your educators. How do you get the information that you need, saying, okay, we're going to have this course, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. Hold that thought. I'm talking to Tom Leary, folks, who is the president of LCCC. I'm telling you, every educational institution has something to offer. We have the spotlight today on LCC. Know it very well. And what they have done in the communities that they're in, or 7 centers they have, it's amazing. But when they come out with this, how do they get the input? How do they know to do this? How do they know to do this, etc.? Very important to surround yourself with people who are knowledgeable and are not going to be yes people. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. Remember, 247ssptv.com. All of the programs are there. Very easily to watch any show we have, including all of the 21 locally neighborhood shows we produce. I want to thank a lot of people in our viewing area who responded to the surveys that we've done. And we're just so excited at the fact that we had such a response from many people in terms of our programming. And I've said this many times, we produce neighborhood shows such as we're doing today, bringing information to you. Sometimes good information, sometimes information you don't want to hear, but I want to thank you for responding to that. My guest today is Tom Leary. He's the president of LCCC, Luzerne County Community College. Started in 1975, became the president in 2007. Tom, when I was telling you, when I was on the board, and then we had to make sure we hired the best people that were going to give us good input.
Yes.
Because our job is to see that the college is properly run, not to run it.
Yes.
Okay, that's your job. That's why we hire a guy like you. What do you do in terms of your, like how do you know what to do in terms of establishing subject matter, courses, or whatever?
Well, first of all, our entire focus is on the region that we serve. And so as a result, we can differentiate the focus of state universities and others that are looking at a very broad scale. So we look at Luzerne County and our neighboring counties in northeastern Pennsylvania and our entire service region. And we have advisory councils that are in place consisting of business people, educators, individuals who can give us some direction, some advice on what is needed. That's number one. Number two, we make certain that we assess where we're at and where we need to go. So we're very nimble and flexible at Luzerne County Community College. So if we have a program, we have an automotive program. Evolving from that automotive program was a diesel and welding program. We tweaked the curriculum, we transitioned it because we knew 5 years ago there's good paying jobs for individuals who come into these areas. So whether it's in the health sciences area, whether it's in our programs that serve hands-on training, or whether it's in general education to prepare people for transfer, we maintain a very close contact with the individuals in each community to find out what they need, what are the emerging needs that they have, and we have great cooperation and understanding agreements with four-year colleges and universities. So our finger, I think, is really on the pulse of what happens in Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, Scranton, Shamokin, Pittston, to make certain that we are responding to their needs. So Luzerne County Community College is really tied in with the cities and the communities that we serve. And that's how we also run our institutional surveys. We find out from our students what their hopes and dreams and what their needs are. So it's a wide range of really keeping in contact with the people we serve.
So dealing with the businesses or trades, industries, you're finding a need such as they need automotive repair service or welders or plumbers or electricians, health in the health area. And then you establish at that particular point the need and then go ahead and establish a course for that?
Absolutely. Because think about it, if we do that in a vacuum, if we start a program that really there's not a substantial need, and usually it's over a 5 or 10 year period that we can project out that there's going to be a demand, then we're doing something wrong. We're not serving the community if we don't focus on that. Right. The other idea, Sam, to show you how much positive response we received, our foundation, which is the arm of the community college, we've gone from like a $3 million foundation to over a $9 million foundation because people are contributing scholarships to students because they know that 80% of our students remain right here in our region. They're working in the restaurants, the hospitals. They're working in so many a variety of businesses that they see them and they know how proficient they are, how well trained and educated they are. So people are giving back. So that's why I emphasize, get started with your education. Second summer session's July 6th. It's a 4-week session. You can earn 3 credits or 6 credits just by getting getting back into the swing of things in education, and then continue that in the fall, starting on August 31st. You can choose to come to a campus, or come to Hazleton or one of our centers, or you can do it online, or you can do a combination. If you want to do some online courses and take some courses. So there's a lot of flexibility and it's to meet the person who's out there working, the person who is coming out of high school. It has a great deal to offer to a wide range of people.
You know, Tom, it's amazing. I know for a fact we have so much talent that people have, and some of the either well, I'm not college material, or I can't go to the campus. I'm 53 years old. I'm 45 years old. I had a career. Who wants me? Who needs me? But yet, we have so much talent that's available now. Okay, so I'm one of these people who are doubting. So I don't have to go to. How do I now say, all right, how does this online thing work for me?
Well, first of all, a lot of what you do in life, including education, is about self-confidence, right? And once you get a taste of something and you're able to achieve it, then you feel, I'm ready to roll, okay? So if you start with our early college program, we have over 1,000 students enrolled in high school, juniors and seniors primarily, who are taking college courses at Luzerne County Community College. That's one facet where they can feel, boy, I never thought I was going to be successful in college, but I just completed an English comp course. I know how to write. I'm ready to take the next step. I am going to go to college. I'm going to fulfill the dream that I have. Secondly, online sometimes is very challenging for people. The question you asked me, but you can get acclimated to online very quickly. All you need to do is to work with the people at the college, and they'll really provide you with the necessary expertise. We have a help desk that's dedicated to helping our thousands of students online if they need direct assistance. So it's your choice, and that's the great thing. We're not kind of locking you into how you get your education. We're saying we have all this available to you. We'll work with you individually to tailor what you want to do and how you want to do it to get to the point of where you want to be at the end.
And I think that sometimes people are reluctant, you're making it sound easy, and it is easy. I mean, there's no difficulty to this, okay? Once again, I recommend you go into the website and you'll get a full understanding of what they're about. We have the number up on the screen, folks, to call. I think advisory boards, I know when I was involved with Wolf TV and we started doing programming there, I established an advisory board in Pottsville in different areas that we were servicing. And that's why we do things here. Why do we do the shows that we do? Well,
sure.
We try to fit the needs of what the community wants. And there is so much talent out there that people were in industries and they're sitting around. And when we put these boards together, man, it was so encouraging to see all of the input, and change different directions for us, etc. And I'm sure that's what happens with LCC, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, individuals will call me or call someone else at the college and say, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Here's my idea. This is what I need in my industry. This is what I need in my business. Can you guys figure out how you might be able to design something for me? So we'll do it. We'll figure it out. We'll tweak whatever we're offering. And we not only will necessarily deliver it on our campus we'll go right to the industry. We'll go right into the business and do the training there. If we can design it effectively and make sure they're getting the necessary knowledge and information they need to succeed. But I want to get back to something, Sam, you mentioned about the fact that you really wonder sometimes about education. You say, boy, that's beyond my reach. Getting an education is as simple as anything else that you do in life. You know what it's about? It's about working hard. It's about really dedicating yourself to get to the point that you want to be. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes there's this fear out there, and I know people will walk into a college environment and they kind of have oh wow, this is a big, and it is a big step. It's going to prove to be a very important step in your life. But you need to turn yourself over sometimes to others and say, what can I do? How can you help me? And that's what I think we do best at Luzerne County Community College. We have individuals that come to our college literally who graduated in the top of their class. And they choose to stay home for a variety of reasons, save money, get their foundation. But then we have many who in high school or in their other experiences in life, they didn't think they were stars, but they come to our college. They get the foundation. They walk across the stage, and I get to hand them a diploma, and those people say, congratulations, they achieved honors. Yeah. So what I would like to do is just to deliver this message. You have an obligation to yourself. If you've been thinking about college education, give it a try. Come to us, get started, and we will help you along the way to get to the point where you would like to be.
It's like when you went to college or you went to any organization for the very first time. I remember going to King's College very first time, and I was nervous. I was, frightened of different things. Then you start meeting people, and then all of a sudden, wow, you can't wait to go back and see your friends. LCC is that way. You brought something up in the last time we did a show where you come in and you'll see a person who may be in their 50s talking to someone who was in their 18 or 21. The knowledge there, that the camaraderie and exchange of ideas is like unbelievable.
My life experience, at some point I'm sharing it with you, and what I'm sharing is at 18 years of age is I know how to do this algebra, and I can help you with that because you're kind of challenged with that. There is such a great opportunity for people that sometimes I feel badly when I meet someone who said, boy, I wish I'd gone to college and I just never got to that point. You know what I say to them? Never too late to start.
That's right.
That's the key.
And that's what the community.
Let's get started.
Yes, that's exactly right. Now, explain once again for the people now. And there's we were talking about this gap year. What is this gap year all about?
Well, some people, because of the situation, when this erupted in mid-March, and there were a lot of people who were thinking about, I'm going to graduate in 2 months, and I'm going off to Pittsburgh, or I'm going to Chicago, or wherever, I'm going to school. And then this situation comes up, and they're really concerned about their health. They're concerned about the investment they're going to make. They're kind of uncertain, am I going to go away and everything's going to remain okay for the year? So they say, well, I better take a year off. What I'm suggesting is don't take that year off. Come to Luzerne County Community College. Stay home, okay? Maybe you can if you want to work, you can get a part-time job, earn some extra money, but get a good education, save a lot of money, and then go away next year if that's your inclination. But don't postpone what you intended to do, because we can provide you with that great opportunity and seamless right through, get to a 4-year college if that's your plan, by coming to Luzerne County Community College.
Now, the centers that you have, name them for me, because we broadcast in different areas.
We have centers in Shamokin, Watsontown, Berwick, Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, Pittston, and Scranton. So we have 7 centers, and they're geographically, strategically located to serve really great populations in those regions.
Getting information too from all the different areas you're in as to the needs for either trades or industries.
Yeah.
Talking to Tom Leary, folks, he's a president of LCCC. Sitting at home and you think you have any kind of talent, etc. Now you can stay at home, just go online, numbers up there, and give it a shot. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. Remember, 24/7 SSPTV.com. When you go there, you'll see all the programs. My guest today is Tom Leary. He is the president of Luzerne County Community College, was appointed in 2007, started with us in 1975. Tom, we got about 2 minutes left. Give me a review of what we could look for this summer, what people could do so they could just feel good about themselves.
Okay. First thing I would like to say is, sometimes in uncertain times, comes the best opportunity for you to start looking around and saying, what should I do? So, at Luzerne County Community College, we have redesigned our entire master schedule to make sure that we have the space available in our classrooms. You can start on July the 6th in our second summer session. Many of our courses will be online, but we're also adding some in-class instruction, which is great for you to get started. August 31st, we're going to start our fall term. And you're going to have the opportunity to come to the college, the main campus in Nanticoke, or at any of our centers that we just mentioned, including Hazleton, right here in Hazleton, that will give you an opportunity to get started on your education. We'll give you some direction and advice on what you need to do, We'll have you fill out the financial aid form so that you can get some state and federal grants to support you pursuing your goal. And I think that this is the time. This is the time for you to begin thinking about what's my future. And my future could include, and I hope you consider Luzerne County Community College as a choice for pursuing your goals.
Well, we want to thank Governor Scranton for establishing this act in 1963 because he did what he's done for the state of Pennsylvania. What this act has done is fantastic.
Governor Scranton was a great man.
Oh, fabulous.
Did a lot for the state of Pennsylvania, including this.
Yes, very good. Folks, 1-800-377-5222. Listen, you have it in you. If you're sitting around and you just feel sometimes, I know everyone's going crazy with this stuff, with the pandemic, and we're in homes and but now here's an opportunity of using your talent. Okay, and if you don't think you have a talent, give it a shot. It's online, it's something that's very easy to do, and you'll feel good about yourself, you really would, particularly when you do your first course. And I don't care how old are you. If you're in your 60s, I know people who are 65, 66, they look younger and more active than people who are 40. Look at Tom, 78 years old, and he's doing great. I'm only kidding. Tom, it's always nice seeing you on the show.
Great to have. Thank you, Sam, for this opportunity.
Keep up the good work what you're doing with meeting with the students in these different places you're going to. I think that's fabulous. Getting input, that's great. Remember, folks, 24/7, SSPTV.com. You'll see all our shows. And once again, thank you so much for responding to our survey. One day, when I get permission, we'll be able to release all those numbers, and you're going to be surprised. See you next time.